All right. Yeah, that came up. So we're gonna do a race at Road America. What are we in? The Formula. What is it? The B? I think. Yeah. Formula Renault. Yeah, the 3.5. I don't know. Seemed like a good race to jump into. So we're there. I don't even, yeah, probably not gonna qualify. I think I've wasted too much time. Just be race ready. Yeah. Which means, well, right, unless everybody race readies or does their qualifier. Still another 4 minutes to wait, which you don't have to wait for at all. Magic of the button. Put a little hiccup in there. All right. Yeah, like that. And now it's time to grid. So, right, also, just sort of using the iRacing setup that comes with the car for the road. I did change the drivetrain a little bit, which was probably a mistake because I haven't really practiced with it. We'll see how bad this goes. 20 laps if we make it that long. Where do we end up? 15th gridding? No, 18th of 20 cars. There we go. Let's get in line. Let's not be the one to keep people waiting. Sit around and look at all the cool cars around us. Sounds great. And this, you know, it's just here to look cool. I don't have it set up for this. Works with the skip barber, but not with these ones. Got the paddles going for gears. Now, these cars, I guess, they can be faster than the GTs, but more or less it seems like a GT car, but like just stripped down, you know? So it's like real quick and low to the ground. Holds the corners really well. I mean, I'm not real familiar with this car. Just happen to have it. And it's fun. It was like there's a race, like race ready. Road America. It's a good road. I'll try not to wreck into anybody. This probably will be a disaster. I don't. Do I need these? Yeah, probably. Where are your glasses, man? Oh, this is not gonna. How do I do this? I don't need a clutch. Go. Easy does it, my friend. Oh, I hope he didn't get black fat flagged. People coming out of the pits. Some superstar here. It might have been one of those things where you have to stay in your position until you cross the line. Because that guy was just like, I don't want to get hit. Go around me. Like that. Oh, what gear was I in? Probably not the right one. Hopefully the volume's good too. I don't know. Might have to get up in it. Oh, come on. Don't be the guy that causes the wreck. I got some practice in last night, but... Oh, and I never did that. Right. I changed the gearing ratio. It was such a good idea, I think. I did a couple of laps and I like picked up a second by changing the gear ratio, which could have been I just got better. But it seemed faster. Not a overall max speed, but I couldn't get that with the other gearing ratio anyway. Seems to be doing alright. I don't know what we should do here. Let's stay behind him. Don't cause a wreck. Don't go the way he did, though. Stay behind him, but not that close, right? He went right off the road. He wasn't ready for the turn back there. Ooh. 20 laps. Holy mackerel. Well, that was one, right? Yeah, 1 of 20. It says up there, upper left. We'll slow down just a little bit here. But this thing holds so well the ground. You can over push it, certainly. Compared to the GTs, though, I can't get a GT car to go around that, but that's just me. Put a good driver in a GT car, they'd probably be passing me. Yeah, it's Formula B. That's what these cars are. But the 3.5 Renault. I think that's how you say that. Oh, come on. That's us. Easy does it, buddy. Don't hit the wall. Can we get back in line? Easy. Gonna lose a lot of places. That's fine. Just don't want to wreck anybody else out. My foolishness. We didn't lose too many spots, actually, just a couple. They were probably ones that we gained for doing nothing. That's too bad. I'm driving by myself now, though. See, we can catch up to somebody, which might not be possible. 6 seconds ahead, 7 or so. We probably were fast. They just wrecked. Now they're catching up to everybody else. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. Something happened. I got spun out. Took a corner wide. Happened so fast, can't remember. Oh, I remember it. Try not to let that happen again. At least I didn't hit anybody or hit the wall. Just sort of ruined my tires a bit. Got plenty of space behind us. I'm not catching the guy ahead of us. I better do better. Go. Drive like you gotta be somewhere. Oh, not that bad. Hope other people do that more than I do. It was this corner. Yep. Let it get the best of me. See, now that corner in any other car I think would be really tricky, or the GTs in particular. This thing handles it much better, like it's not even there practically. We can do it. Giddy up. If I keep that up, I might be able to catch somebody if they keep making mistakes ahead. I could have stayed in fourth if I'd planned that better. Yeah, they also have other, people to draft on if that's a thing. It's gonna be tougher.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh no. Yep, it happens. This guy might be headed for the pits. Might be another one up here. Yep. Couple of freebies there. It happens. Happened to us. Those were probably the 2 freebies we gave away when we went off. Am I catching up to anybody? No, he's 7 seconds out now. Is that the same person? Eddie? Start paying attention to who's out there. Get around this corner. My wind visor is getting a little dirty on my helmet. Oh, another freebie? Nah, he's still going. At least we caught up to him though. Oh, it's Mark. He was ahead of Eddie. Eddie got a freebie. See if Mark's good, we might learn some tricks. If I can keep up with him, he'll probably leave us behind. Should probably, I don't know about that last corner, whether I should stay in third or not. Maybe with this new gearing for sure. I was getting, what, 153 I think is what I got in a practice run earlier. That'd be nice to get that at this point. Oh, that guy hit someone else again. Is he being reckless? Who was that? I wasn't even paying attention. Saw the helmet. Heard the voice. Same guy as before that was apologizing to people. Don't know if that's ahead or behind. Thought it was ahead. That the couple that we passed I thought were victims. Or the first guy was a victim of the red helmet. Yeah, I should stay in fourth on that corner maybe. Not lose so much speed. That'd be great. It's a fast car.
Sorry, Steven.
Well, that's somebody different. Easy. See, now I think I'm stopping way too fast for that one because I got nervous because I blew it the first time around. Now I'm gun shy when I come to that last corner. Gotta work out my demons. I was watching like the building of Daytona on some YouTube thing. That was pretty cool. Didn't realize that it started just by people racing on the beach in Daytona, Florida. It's pretty cool. Flashback, stock car stuff. How we doing? I wonder, I'm probably gonna have to stop for gas sometime. I hope they tell me. They may not. Or if they do, I might miss it. I think probably my tires will go out on me. Or I don't know, for 20 laps, do we need a pit stop? Sometimes it's mandatory, sometimes it's not. I don't know. It's all stuff I should have checked before I said, hey, why don't I just have a race? How we doing anyway? 15th? That's not good. Spinning out didn't help. Now, did the guy ahead of us? No. Yeah, Mark, he got himself right back where he was. Oh, this guy. I'm sitting here joyriding. Such a pleasant day. I got the road to myself. Why not? Let's have myself a good old time. There's no one behind me, huh? Pretend I'm winning. Everybody's behind me. Get all delusional with it. It could be a thing. It's all a state of mind, man. We're winning. That's why no one's in front of us. Do you see anybody in front of me? No. Must be winning. Right? Not at all. I like being delusional. Oh, freebie. Is he gonna let me by? Yeah. I know. I've been there. And if his car isn't injured, he'll probably catch up to me and pass pretty soon. I think he's got an injured car. Maybe he forgot to get fuel. I didn't even check. Does it say that on my steering wheel somewhere? How much fuel? Oh, easy does it. That's my nemesis corner back there. Oh, we're in 5th. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Someone behind us 11 seconds back, huh? That was, oh, the guy that we passed, huh? Yeah, probably slow down too much for that corner. Made ourselves 11th place somehow. Fewer errors than others. Sometimes. The race is not over yet either. Not even halfway, are we? Just about. If we make it. So I imagine the tires are feeling some wear. You know? Oh, what's this? Did I see someone up here? Oh, who is this? Oh, someone back behind a lap down. You'd be gracious to let me by? That'd be awesome. Thank you. I shouldn't hold him up though. Jeez, again, I don't know why was I slowing down that much? Getting distracted. Come on. Yeah, the wheels aren't holding real well. Oh, come on. Or it's me. It's probably me. The wheels are fine. Tires, by the way. Oh, they're a little slippery. I was ice skating there for a second back there. Without skates, you know? Just on the ice, slipping and sliding. More like. What lap are we on? 10. Am I supposed to get a pit? I don't know. Just tell me how much fuel I have on that steering wheel. Jeez, hold it together, man. Kind of feels like 20 laps. You ought to be able to manage that without pit. We'll find out. I mean, if I was supposed to pit, I'll either get disqualified. Yeah, 10 laps to go. But I heard that and saw the announcement. So if I'm running low on fuel, my pit crew should tell me. Should be like, you got 5 laps left, bro. Or if I was supposed to do a pit, I either get disqualified or they'll just give me a penalty. But I think also there's a warning on the last lap if that's the case. I could be wrong. Could be things that you just ought to know about before you get into a race. I practiced a little. I've still been able to hold on to my A license. Although I did try an A license race the other day. Oh, I just got toasted. They treated me like a puppet. It was horrible.
Right, down here at the turn, you take the inside. I'm gonna back off for you.
That's somebody who's looking at their relative positions. Doesn't want to wreck. Yeah, so I had a loss of control. There's that. So that's probably a 2x against me on my incident points, which might not be too bad. It'd be nice to come in at least 10th. How we doing on that end? 11th. I mean, Oh. And who's nipping at my heels? Someone who's been back a couple, just got Joe. And then the leader's coming around. I don't think he'll catch me unless I make a horrible mistake. See, I could use my clutch to downshift where the car doesn't want to, but I think I should probably just get used to where it wants to downshift. Too much effort to move my clutch foot, but it can pay off a whole lot actually getting your clutch involved and braking. Yeah. Probably daydreaming here. Not driving. So I'm all by myself. Might as well just be a practice, huh? Except I think I get some points for it. We finish. Some license points, because yeah, like I said, I got wrecked out of that last race that I was in, so yeah, I dropped below a 2.5, which I guess actually I think is good until the end of the season. I could be wrong about that. Like, as long as I have a 2.5 or greater by the end of the season, or the series, the 12-week series, which this is week 3? Yeah, as long as I keep my license points up that much for the series, I'll keep my license, I think. Be nice to have it a higher score than it is, either way. You know. It's getting darker out. These don't have any headlights. I don't think we're in any danger of, you know, having to drive at night. In fact, I think it might just be that the sun went behind a cloud. It is setting. Has not set. Or it's morning? I don't really know. Didn't really pay attention. Like I said, it's like, oh, there's a race, let's race. Still 11th place. Well, right, I mean, I'm not expecting to catch up to anybody 9 seconds out. I don't think I've been nibbling away at that. Whoever it is it Eddie? Yeah, Eddie. Probably been increasing that gap. Yep. That worked. It's not that fast. Oh, here's somebody. Let's not join them. Oh, be careful. I'm on the inside, bro. Is that Eddie? I'm afraid to look. I gotta drive. It was. He's way faster than I am. Wanted to give it to him. He wants to make this difficult. Oh, did he go off? He went off. Excellent. That's the only way I was gonna see get away from him. He would have reeled me back in and got around. I think he was being nice before, that he wasn't gonna hassle me. Even though I was trying to let him around, he wasn't sure about it and didn't go, and then he lost it on that corner back there. He might have had damage he didn't know about. His wing or something. Thanks, Eddie. Let's try and keep our cool. He might still catch up if I don't hurry along. Wish I could do that tear the windshield thing or the face mask covering. There's probably a button for that. What's the likelihood I would know what button that is? I know there's a button. Some games have buttons. I think I've used one once upon a time. Like, man, that's a good feature. Oh. Something tragic's gonna happen, you know it. Well, I've had one spin out, so there, I got that out of the way. We could just count that as, there it is. It's gonna be smooth sailing. 5 laps to go. I'll hold it together, my friend. How's Eddie doing? He's still back there. If I keep driving like that, he'll be caught up in no time. Oh, he did something bad. Yep, he's off. Maybe we went in the pits to fix some damage. Yeah, that's what happened. Let's not do that. So there's still laps to go, 5 of them, right? That's plenty to crash and burn. It's not like we're going fast or anything. The tires are getting bald and slippery. Mm-hmm.
sorry, Daryl. That was my bad, dude. I thought you were staying behind.
Yeah, I was gonna let you have it, but I didn't expect that downlap or something. Slow it down. Sorry about what?
Just listening to the, you know, chatter. Wonder if that's gonna give us a freebie. Good job, driver. Oh, I think they changed the audio. It says something else now. Won't be a let's get him next time. Not the podium either, though. Let's hope we don't crash and burn. There's still that. Not over till it's over. And maybe third is the right gear to come out of that in. Or I should have gone through it faster. Had more foot in it. No more gears.
2 more, let's go.
Let's do it. Yep, we didn't get lapped by the leader. That's a good sign too. That's an improvement. Boy, yeah, I did that A license one. I think it's the Pure Racing European. It's a multi-class thing. And I did it in my GT car. And there's like 2 other types of cars that are like supersonic. I don't know, they're like Batmobiles. I don't know what they are really. I should. They're fast. And certainly, you know, you know, at any moment you're vulnerable to them just, you know, torpedoing you. And yeah, sure, you could be all torpedo, but you know, race is over. Either way. Yep. A lot of them are cool though, and they'll go around you, but it only takes one, you know, and there's always one. Yep, whether intentional or accidental, just couldn't get on it quick enough. Wasn't expecting you to be going that slow. It's like, yeah, well, I'm in a GT car. What the hell? It's not as fast as a Batmobile. Oh, a little slippery. Sun came out. And then the clouds parted. There was sunshine. Oh, I got 1 lap of fuel. How many laps of the race are left? Man. Am I supposed to do a pit? Because if that's the case, the leaders are definitely going to pass me. Oh, Jesus. Let's hope I got enough fuel. We got the white flag. I used their setup, but then I changed the drivetrain so that could change the amount of fuel I use.
Daryl, I am so sorry, bro.
Probably higher RPMs than what they were expecting. Gonna have to get out and push.
Left me undrivable.
Yeah, and the tires are definitely having trouble holding on to the road.
Shit happened. Leaks the thing is alright.
If it was more than 20 laps, I'd definitely need a pit stop.
You don't gotta do that.
Just nothing left of the tires.
Yeah,
They won't get into it. If you get in the throttle too much, they just start spinning. It slows the whole process down. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We could put her across at this point as long as I don't crash right there. Oh. We did. We got 10th place. Alright. Yay for us. Alright. It is over. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, there's my nice one. Solid work.
We got the right started.
Solid work. I do miss hearing the good job driver. But that's that. Yeah. Alright. So there's a race. Road America. That's a nice track. I like it. That was a lot of fun. Good. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it there. Sweet. Alright, you've had fair warning. Video's ending. I'm gonna fade to black. Yeah. See ya.